by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
We're talking spring football with UNI head coach Mark Farley as the UNI Panthers are closing down their spring season, getting ready for that fall 2022 year. Coach coming off another playoff season. You've got two guys getting really hard looks at the NFL draft. Trevor Penning, the offensive lineman, looked at as a early first round guy, mid first round guy, has graded out tremendous. Just a year away from Spencer Brown's fantastic outing.
It's tremendous for our program. One, it's a first-round draft pick projected as. We've had a first round, a third round, 2 fourth rounds, and a couple fifth rounds in the past couple years. But this will be the first-round pick we've had if he makes it there, and as all indication he is. But I think it's a credit to all the people that surrounded him. Jed Smith, Stacia, Ryan Clanton. There was a lot of people that were involved in that, from his family to the program. It takes a lot of people to build to a first-round draft pick to create that kind of character and talent. And it all started with Trevor doing the work, and just excited for him.
And keep your eye out for Trevor Penning, Isaiah Weston, two UNI Panthers that'll have their names called at this year's NFL draft. Coach, I'm sure that buzz around those two guys that were with your program this last fall, getting drafted to the NFL, is really helping the guys that are here. And right now you're in spring ball and you're preparing for that fall season. How are things going big picture wise so far?
Well, jumping back to having our players work and train with Spencer and Trevor, same program, saw them grow into this. They just walk in our door like that. But success leaves clues. And as you watch what they did, how they did it, and the intensity they did it with, that's the clue that's what you have to do to make the program work. It's not just do what you're supposed to do, it's the intensity with what you do it. And that's what practice needs to be as well. So yeah, we've had a good spring. We're trying to make it a great spring.
Looking at the offensive line, you lose Trevor Penning, Antoine Frazier, a lot of guys back that got some good game experience a year ago. What are you wanting from the offensive lineman group this spring?
I'd even get away, what do I want from the offense? And I think the biggest thing is, one, we went and restructured our offense, brought in Bodie Reeder, and Bodie and Ryan will run the offense, and it will play to the strength of our football team. So we can name players right now. It's not that time of year. What we need to do is make sure we play to the strength of our team, because each year it's a little bit different. So we try to reshape, remold that offensive structure so that we can do some things very dynamically within our system.
How much about the spring is about competition? You have a returning starting quarterback, starting running back, but you've got a lot of talent and depth right behind them.
Yeah, and I spoke to a news station yesterday, and they started asking about quarterbacks again, and wonder if I had a quarterback. I got a controversy at every position if I do a good job in spring ball, because it's called competition. Some people call it chaos, controversy. I call it competition. And if you're competing for a job, the better the guy is behind me or beside me, the better I'm going to become if I'm a competitor. And the great competitors are the great teams. So yeah, I want to create chaos and competition in every position, and thus I got, I guess what they call it is controversy.
Wide receiver, you need a number of them every year. You lose Isaiah Weston, but still some talent back. You have Wolf, you have McShane, you've got you got Hampton back, Kershaw, Morency, a lot of guys, but building even more depth as well.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes. I could go through names that are really good. And the guys that are leading the way right now, quite honestly, that really have shown up, Javon Brecky, Benny Sapp, Quan Hampton. You can jump over the offense, Deion McShane. He's done a tremendous job. Eric Sorensen doing a good job with the offensive line. It's all the older players with experience that are taking a lead of what practices should be like, because this is the first time we've had spring ball in 2 years. So nobody even knows what spring ball is anymore, and they're learning what it is here, because we went back to really doing the work that you have to do and doing the commitment you have to do for 3 hours a day on the practice field to really get to where you want to go.
12 months ago, they were playing games. 2 years ago, it was the pandemic. So yeah, 3 years from the last spring workouts. We'll have more with Coach Farley coming up right after this. Stay tuned to Panther Sports Talk.